Sometimes we look at ourselves through the eyes of people who don't even like themselves. And we've been taught to look at ourselves through the eyes of who needs us to do things, or who we're supposed to be supporting, or what it looks like to be a good insert word here. And when we look to find our goodness and our value and our worth reflected back to us from the eyes of other humans all the time, we are giving people the power over us that they don't even have over themselves. We are handing our value and our worth and our belonging over to humans who are hurt to pour back on us in ways that it feels satisfying for us. And it's a lot to ask of a human. And so today, what I want for us to walk through together is, what does it look like? What does it feel like? What could it be like to start to catch glimpses of yourself? The way that love looks at you. Not a manipulative love, not a love with strings, just the love that loved you into being. Notice the way you look at you, and then notice if it's how you want to keep looking at yourself. Here's what I want you to remember. Not just in your mind, but in your soul and in yourselves. This isn't a story to believe with your mind. It's a truth for you to feel, to let trickle down in your cells so you can have an understanding that is DNA deep, that maybe you can just catch in glimpses, and it becomes louder and stronger all the times you reach for it. This remembrance. If it feels good for you right now and you're able to, let your eyes soften. Get kind, squinty eyes. Maybe close them. Take a big, deep breath into your belly. And let your energy drop. Let all of these words wash over you. Not to change you, but to remind you. Remind you of a love that has always been looking at you. Love that has always been looking at you. What if I told you that the way you feel when you see a newborn baby, that quiet, awe-filled pause, the one that stops time and stretches your heart open wide, that is how immortal love looks at you. That ache, that tenderness that swells in your chest when a puppy wobbles towards you with its little eyes to say, I'm safe, I'm good, I'm wanted. And everything in you answers, yes, yes, always yes. That gaze is a gaze that looks at you nonstop. Not just on your best day, not just when you're glowing or graceful or wise, but on mornings that you feel lost, on the days that you think you should be further along by now, on the nights your inner critic screams so loud, it makes you forget that you were ever made of stardust. And that is when immortal love leans in closer, tilts your chin up gently and says, my love, you've forgotten, but I see you. I've never stopped seeing you. The way you reach out to hold the sleeping kitten against your heart, that softening, that safety, that nothing to proveness, that is the exact frequency that the world bathes you in, that the one who loves you bathes you in every moment, even the ones where you've forgotten who you are. Maybe you're ready to remember. And maybe you're ready to stop seeing yourself through the eyes of those who forgot love and how to love, through the eyes of those who looked through foggy glass, through the eyes of those who handed you their shame like it was the truth for you. And maybe you're ready now to take those lenses off, to breathe into your belly, to buzz into your fingers and toes, and to choose again kind eyes, tender eyes, the eyes of immortal love, the ones that made you, the ones that know you, the eyes that for not ever, not a single moment ever forgotten who you really are. This is what you have already in you. You just forgot how to remember. Now, take your hand, place it gently over your heart, and let the other hand rest somewhere soft, maybe your belly, or your cheek, or your thigh. Can you feel the warmth underneath your hand? Can you feel an aliveness between your hand and your cheek? If you put your hands down and think about it, can you feel the buzz of electricity in your fingertips? And if you stop long enough, you can start to feel it in your toes as well. This here-ness, this you noticing what it's like to be you right now. There's part of that that remembers and reminds you that you have always been. There's a language in you that's deeper than words. It's how you are loved and how that love flows through you. And you can say to yourself silently or out loud, I am the beloved. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to be held in this gaze. And let it settle into you like honey. Let the truth of it echo inside you. And whenever the world or the one in your mind tries to hand you a distorted mirror ever again, you will know what to ask. Whose eyes am I looking for? And you will know how to return to the truth. So friends, I wanted to, I posted a picture of a fella and I that was taken for his birthday. It was at the Mexican restaurant. And it is not the most flattering picture of myself that I've ever noticed. And so Bella put it on the, um, oh, your words, he put it on the table out there in the living room. So now every time I walk past it, I get to notice the picture, and I get to notice that my eyes go to me, and just this undercurrent of a conversation that I have with myself about the lack of quality of this picture of me, right? When I look at Bella, I mean, if you look at that picture, it can look like, people's grandparents. But when I look at us, like I don't look at him and see old dude, because I look at him through the eyes of my heart, through the eyes of love, through the eyes of our whole past together. So it is a great practice to use this picture now. And just, life offers us invitations to have a different conversation with ourselves all the time. And when we start to notice that undercurrent of just the doom scroll of voices picking at us, to have practiced what it feels like to be under the gaze of immortal love, to be seen by love unconditionally. And the thing about unconditional love is it doesn't mean that consequences don't happen to things. But the love that loves on us in our heart, no matter what the consequence, is going to end up being that kind of love. The love that chose us and isn't surprised by anything about us and loves us. And when they see us get that, practicing feeling loved like that when nothing else is going on helps to feel glimpses of love like that when your life is feeling squeezy. We have such a hard time receiving being loved. We do it with humans. We just do it. We have a hard time receiving. And humans want to make a bunch of rules about things and reciprocation story. And so it's hard for us to settle into feeling fully loved and supported and nourished by something we cannot fathom, by something we cannot explain, by something that loved us before we ever were and created an image. There's an image of us that is a fractal of divinity that's in our DNA. We aren't meant to see ourselves for more or less than what we are. And what we are is a walking miracle, my friend. You are made of stardust. You were created to be here, and you are here right now on purpose. Please don't miss this time and get distracted by everything happening in the world and forget that you understanding that you are loved by immortal love, you sturdy in yourself, you friendly with your humanity in this world is going to be a less reactive you than if you won't practice getting sturdy in yourself, seeing yourself through eyes of a love that is not fickle. When you go through your day and you start to hear the words that tell you how it is you're thinking of yourself, I would dare you to write it down. And if those phrases hurt you, you can know those are not from immortal love. They are not. And then let's find other words that are the truth of you, so you can start to have clap back about those conversations. Because as long as thoughts have free range in your mind, after you've noticed that they're there, the deeper their roots grow in you. You are the beloved of the beloved. You are divinity in fractal form. You were created to create and came here to be human this time, right now. How can we help you to be friendly with your human? What needs to die and then be different? What needs to stop? What needs to start? A good foundation is understanding the love that you are imbued with and gazes and nourishes you every day, whether you notice it or not. You are love.